All right.
Hi, good morning, good evening, everyone,
Good evening.
depending where you are. I will start with the sound of my bowl. Enjoy the sound of my bowl. And we bring ourselves completely to this from wherever we would have been. We take a minute to pause and bring ourselves here. So enjoy the sound of my bowl. This is a Tibetan singing bowl for those who may be new to it. I like to welcome you all. Thank you so much for joining us this morning or this evening. Smita will go ahead and explain a little bit about who we are and why we started BeeZen.
Yeah, thank you, Puneet. Hello everyone. Welcome to this call and welcome to BeeZen. Thank you for joining our group and being able to make time to join our call today. We wanted to share a little bit about who we are, what we are planning to offer. Many of you have joined us some of our friends, many of you have joined us from Nitya's community. So warm welcome to all of you. I think we wanted to share a bit about our core intentions around this, and then we'll get into share a little bit about ourselves and who we are as people and why we started this. And then we'll share a little bit about what we will be offering as part of this initiative. And then we can see if you have any questions and we can take it from there. So our core intention is to be a channel of blessing for those who've been connected with Nitya. This phrase may be familiar. So it's about being and doing things which will be of benefit to ourselves and everybody in the world. So, and like Nitya says, there's nothing great that you have to do as we get better ourselves, as we become better versions of ourselves, and we start to sort of embody some of the what is the higher truth, and then that automatically we are channels of blessing. So that's our intention, to grow in this journey along with all of you, and to be able to create loving and nourishing spaces. I think we've realized the value of this when we have conversations with friends who are non-judgmental, or even family sometimes, and you see that just being held in a space which is non-judgmental and kind is something. It has huge benefits and can lead to transformation and growth in ways that we may not imagine. So that's our goal, to create and facilitate those spaces, and to share simple teachings and practices which we've learned from different teachers, um, and hope that they are of benefit to you as well. I think all of us are working professionals, parents, different roles that we play, just to come back into presence and to sort of unburden is our main goal. So that's our intention. And this is our team. There's 3 of us. You can probably see them on your screen as well on the video. So Shubhra, me, and then Puneet. And we'll get into a little bit of sharing about who we are, a little bit more about us. So I'll hand it over to Shubhra.
Sorry, I was muted. Thank you. Yeah, so I wrote some things about me on the screen. It was kind of hard, but who we are it's a very interesting question in one way, but I will just tell you that Nitya sessions have benefited me so much, and art is the other thing which has benefited me so much. And that's how I ended up meeting both Puneet and Smita and some of you. And I feel that art has been a very constant presence in my life. Since I was young, obviously, I was, doodling, drawing, and then I learned various art forms. And I've been able to see that how art actually uplifts me. And whether in a good mood, then I'll be even joyous. And even if I've been through dark times or sad times, and I've just, forced myself to come sit with a pen and paper and just, sort my emotions out, and it has uplifted me. It has given me joy no matter what. And the other thing common between meditation and art, which I notice, is that it has made me look deeply at things, and notice the beauty all around me, notice the nature, and in people and features in everything. And lately I've been teaching art as well, in terms of kids and kids workshops, and also with seniors and women. And what I've realized is you don't need any prior experience. Like, you don't need to, it's not like learning a musical instrument where you begin and you have to be at a certain point to enjoy playing it. But art can be anything. It's like, how the beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So whatever you create is beautiful. It also makes us non-judgmental in a way. It also uplifts us, and you don't really need any prior knowledge to make. Nowadays we can just buy art very easily. We can print out things. It's available. All that is available if you really are looking for the beauty. But if you want to really get into the flow of art, if you really want to just feel the joy that it brings, then you don't need any prior knowledge. You just need very simple things, and you just need to come into a flow state and enjoy it. So that's what I will be offering. That's my goal, to offer that in our community, in the new initiative that we started. And I really hope to see all of you come in and just give it a try and just see what it brings. We don't have to, um, the journey is the destination. So you don't really have to, at the end of it, you don't have to have a artwork you want to maybe necessarily hang, but you have a artwork which you look at it and you will have happy memories of creating it. So with that, I think Smita.
Yeah, thank you, Shubhra.
Thank you, Shubhra. I just wanted to say I have been involved, or I have been part of Shubhra's workshops, and they really have brought a lot of joy to me. They do put you in a state of flow. And also, I have seen people who are absolutely new who said, I have not lifted a brush in, since I went to school for last 30, 40 years. So everybody, like even the very new people, are very happy with her art sessions.
Thank you so much, Vanita. That was very kind.
Okay.
एंट्रेंस पे काम करते हैं
Someone's not on mute.
और वो जो शेड वाला है ना अपना जो
Okay. All right. So moving on. Okay, so we've written a lot of things on this as our bio. You don't have to, you can read it or you don't have to. We'll share it on the group as well. So this was just a way to sort of know us a little bit better. So hey everyone, for those who don't know me, I'm Smita. I currently live in New Jersey. I'm originally from Bangalore in India. Yeah, and about this journey, I think if those of you are familiar with Nitya's community, my spiritual journey kind of got accelerated and deepened, and a lot of the things that I want to share as part of this initiative I've learned through him. But I think the spiritual journey itself began right in childhood. I was in a atmosphere of where there was a lot of these teachings without calling them teachings. So it's been on for a long time, and then of course much more deeply over the last few years. I have a child who is awesome and has special gifts, and he has accelerated my journey, my spiritual journey, in ways that I couldn't have imagined, and made the teachings more practical and forced me to apply them in daily life. So that's something that's key to, I think, why I'm here even, and why I want to share this with others. Just this knowledge of all of us carry these different burdens in one way or the other, and how to sort of reduce that load, lighten and brighten our path. So that's what I want to share. And some of these practices have really helped, like meditation or authentic relating, chanting, and a lot of the energy healing techniques like batch flower or tapping. I want to share some of those with this group, and hope that they're of benefit to all of you. But like I said, I think it's essentially aligning back to what is true. And I think that creates whatever transformation and healing that needs to happen. And so I would like to create those spaces along with Puneet and Shubhra, of course. So that's a little bit about me. And of course, I play more roles than this. I'm also working in a corporate job. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a daughter, sister. So a lot of roles to play. And here I would like to play the role of a facilitator, a friend. And yeah, even if you are interested in any of these topics, if you require any one-on-one sort of consultation or anything, I'm open to sort of sharing that as well. So that's a little bit about me. I'll hand it over to Puneet now.
Thank you, Smita. So a little bit about me. I grew up in Missouri in India, and post that I was in Chandigarh in Delhi for my college. After getting married, I lived in Belgium, and for many years I lived in Singapore before moving to the US, and this is home for me now for the last about 13 years or so. And I also have a job in corporate. I work in HR. The journey in spirituality, I would say, began quite early on. I would go to a satsang with my parents, and so I have seen being part of a group and in a very organized way, as well as what I now practice, very free, and follow a teacher, follow my heart, and different teachers. I've had teachers, maybe just books which came into my life, which changed my thought and perspective in some ways. So since about 2010, I could say I've gone deeper into this journey after experiencing a personal loss, and it various kinds of modalities and teachings came into my life, like I said, through Nitya, through books, through many different people that I've learned from. And formally I started practicing, I think, in about 2018 with Nitya. And in a few years, when I met him, he said you could start sharing, and you could share this with others. And at that point, I felt, no, I don't think I can do this. And so I did a course in teaching how to teach mindfulness meditation with a course by Tara Brach and Jack Cornfield. And after completing that, I was still hesitant, but what gives me the strength, and what gives me uh, the thought that I can teach, is that these teachings don't come from me, they come through me. And these teachings have stood the test of time. They were relevant 2000, 2500 years ago, and they're as relevant to us today in our modern times, as we deal with such a lot of distractions. We deal with all the armors that we put around ourselves, the layers that cover our being. And so it's helped me tremendously, in changing, and it's brought about a lot of shift and transformation in myself. And that's, I would love to share some of the teachings and practices. We do embodied practices. We bring ourselves to the body through body scans, through other concentration practices, inquiry. And there's a lot to be said for just bringing a little pause into our day, into our life, and just slowing down. And what I also like to, say as, when I get into this journey of teaching is that that it's just as we go further along, and share, we even learn more from our, from teaching. So that's another of my intentions, that I get better and I continue improving my practice. And I look forward to do online sessions and also in-person sessions, which we'll be offering locally in Princeton and New Jersey. So if any of you are here, we would like to see you in person as well. Yeah, that's a little about me. And yeah, I let Smita continue.
Thank you, Puneet. Okay, so we want to share, that's a little bit about us. I hope you feel you know us a little bit more. If you don't know us already, some of you do. And also you may not know this side of us. So that's a little bit about why we're doing this and who we are. We wanted to share a little bit about what we want to offer as part of this initiative. We want to share on the groups that you are part of on WhatsApp or Instagram or Facebook. We want to share some simple teachings, reminders that will help us come back to presence, like we wrote, come back and step out of our stories, or just help us get into a better frequency. So hopefully we'll share those reminders once or twice a week. And we want to do sessions like Shubhra spoke about, art sessions or meditation or authentic relating, chanting, varied along these lines. We want to offer Zoom sessions, online sessions, since the group has both people around us and also from different countries. And we also want to do in-person sessions because Puneet, Shubhra, and I are currently in New Jersey. For those in New Jersey, in and around New Jersey, hopefully people will be able to join us, and we can do in-person sessions and retreats as well, as we continue to grow this community. Yeah, we want to create these, Nitya says, networks of light. And so we want to create these good people coming together, people who are aligned and interested in the same things. We want to bring people together here where we are as well, and hopefully be able to help each other on this path. So that's about the sessions. It's open to all, and we also want to do focus sessions for specific groups, like maybe moms, maybe professionals. And like I said, I'm a mom to a kid with special needs. I know this parenting takes the parenting difficulty or challenge to another level. So anything around that we can offer. Teenagers, I know a lot of parents have kids, teenagers who could immensely benefit, we think, at that age from art, meditative art, or even authentic relating, or even meditation, simple meditations. So yeah, if you have anybody in that age group, they're all welcome to join, and we might definitely tailor specific sessions around these groups. So that's our overall plan. Puneet, Shubhra, you want to add anything to this?
I wanted to add the seniors in the group that I added,
Oh,
because I
yes.
think
Yeah, we missed that.
my mother-in-law tried art for the first time, and she's 80, and
Yeah.
she had never done anything apart from her schooling, which is she kind of had no remembrance of. And she's like, I don't want to. And then she was my most sincere student in the class that day, and
Yeah.
she came out with a beautiful artwork. So sometimes seniors, they may be a little hesitant to try something very new, maybe because she's 80, and that's quite like, but I just want to add that it really made her more joyous. So I think that's another,
That's
like,
another
there's
great.
no age to trying any of these things. So
Yes. Yes, and I think as we sort of do this, we'll know if how we need to who we need to tailor this to, what else needs to come through us, and life will guide us. So this is briefly what we have in mind right now. And yes, the next coming up session is on March 17th, and I'll let Shubhra say more about this.
yeah, so we thought, as we said, we'll be offering like a different session every month. So for just to start off, one thing I planned is we'll do something called mindful line, and I'll tell you more about it. But basically you need just a paper and a pen for it, and maybe if you have any, I will share the list. But you don't really need a big list of things for it. You just come, and whether you are already into art or if you have never done anything, this is just more about just coming to the present and just exploring what is going on in the mind at that time, and just putting it on paper. And it just comes out very naturally. You don't have to think much about it. So I would just love for you guys to experience this. We have planned this for the next Sunday, the same time, because well, we hopefully we'll keep the same time, but we'll see. We're new at this and we don't know what time zones will work out. So, but this, you just need a paper and a pen and maybe some crayons or pencils, colored pencils or something like that. So I'll be sharing that. It'll be about an hour session. And believe me, you just need to just show up for this, and you will feel that however you're feeling at the start of the session, I really hope, and in my experience, I can say that you will feel, happier and better after that. So if you have time, do join us.
Yeah, I can vouch for this. Like, this is the only session I've done with Shubhra with art, and this was so powerful. And I had no idea about this particular technique, but it was quite beautiful how it sort of dissolved some knots, literally. So definitely would recommend this session. Okay. All right. Any opening up for any questions? Anything you want to say about everything we've shared so far? Let me stop sharing so we can see everyone.
Nope.
No questions. Everything's clear. Okay. All right. Okay, Shikha is asking if it's paid or open for all. Our initial sessions are open for all and free. We want to sort of just give everyone a chance to experience what we have to offer. And yeah, that's how we're doing it. For the next 3 months, we're going to offer a few sessions just for people to come and experience what we are offering. Okay. No, any other questions? Giving you a minute, 1 more minute to sort of think. And you can always, of course, if you join the interactive group we have, you can always post questions there. You can, if you've come through Instagram or Facebook, you can direct message us and reach out to us in those ways too.
Smita, are these only the drawing classes or something else?
No, this is the next session is the art session. In April, Puneet will probably offer a meditation related session. And around April end or May, again, we'll do a session on authentic relating. We'll do sessions on chanting. We'll do varied sessions. So it's going to be different things that all of us can bring to the table.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you. Any events in Bangalore? Well, we live in New Jersey. Let's see if we all land in Bangalore, or if I'm in Bangalore, maybe I can do something. But for now, online and New Jersey is our plan. But yeah, who knows? Maybe something will happen in Bangalore too. Thank you, Natish. Anyone else? Anything? Okay. If there's no questions. I think we have some time, so we can do a small game and I can introduce you to something called authentic relating, just to give you a flavor of what that looks like. But before I do that, for those who may not be able to stay, let me share the screen and just let people know how they can stay connected to us. Puneet, you want to share about this?
Yes. So we will be sharing maybe about twice a week. We will share some teachings or some reminders on our main WhatsApp group that some of you would have joined. And I just wanted to say that, we don't want to spam your, there's a lot of messages and, motivational messages, a lot of things that come into it. So we absolutely, honor that. So we're going to keep it very minimal. We're not going to spam you with a lot. We'll just keep just a few, profound and deep sharings that we can just as reminders to return to our own self. You can also follow us through the handle here on Instagram and Facebook, and we absolutely promise to keep very just essential important teachings there, and not a lot of there's too much, and people sometimes we just go into scrolling our social media, and that's a big distraction in many ways. So we're going to keep that to a minimal level as well.
Yeah, we were quite in debate about whether we should even be on social media. But that's the way it is. It is a boon and a bane together. So we hope to not encourage people to do doom scrolling or any of that. But this is also has a power to bring people together, create communities. And if in the right energy, some of the things I've read on Instagram or Facebook for that matter have really benefited. So yeah, we hope to keep it, like Puneet said, minimal. So hopefully you're also on the WhatsApp, and even there we don't want to spam you. Sorry about a lot of messages over the last couple of days. WhatsApp doesn't allow new people who've joined to be able to see the messages before, so we've had to repeat some of that. But otherwise, yeah, once or twice a week is the maximum we want to sort of share. And that's why we are on all of these three. So wherever you are comfortable consuming information, that's where you should sort of follow us, and that's good enough. We'll try to keep sharing on all three. Some things like Zoom links and those are the things tricky to share on social media handles. And that's why we preferred, if you're on WhatsApp, you'll directly hear the most important links and everything like that from us there. So yeah, that's about staying connected. Okay, so we can get into a game. So since we have around 18 people here, and I'll just introduce the game, and I know we'll want people to share as part of that game. I mean, it's nothing serious today. It's just we want to keep it pretty fun and pretty fun and engaging, but still get to know each other a little bit. So what we'll do...
Smita, you might want to first explain a little what
Yeah, I'll
authentic
explain a little
relating
bit.
is.
That's what,
Yeah.
and I'll stop recording after that so that we don't share. If we put up this recording out, we don't want to share any. If you share anything, we don't want to go. We don't want that to go out of this group. So, okay, a little bit about authentic relating. I don't know how many of you are already familiar with authentic relating. Authentic relating is a movement. I'll share more in a session that I'll do specifically on this, but very quickly, it is a way, they call it relational meditation, or a way to come into presence through connection. So, of course, when we are sitting on our meditation mat, we are trying to come into presence, we are meditating. But how do you do meditation when you're in connection with somebody? And most of our day goes in talking to people, and we're interacting and we're doing all of that. And there's a lot of dynamics in different relationships. So this gives you the knowledge to see how to sort of honor yourself, honor the other person, and be true to what's your values and whatever is true for you in that moment. So that's essentially authentic relating. It's better experienced than spoken about a lot. So I would love to share this simple game with you, which is called the Google game. So the Google game is basically to get to know each other a little better, you could say. So if I say Puneet, for example, if I say Puneet, if I Google you and girls, what will come up? And Puneet might tell me something about specifically what's in her life, that what girl means to her, right? Like maybe she speaks about her daughter or anything that might come up for her in this moment. Or I could say, Shubhra, if I Google Shubhra and the color pink, what will come up, right? So it can be very fun if you sort of be creative about it and just think of something that you thought would never be a match, or like something, what will come up, like be curious, right? It's a curiosity game. So just being curious about this person, maybe you've never met them, probably I don't know how many of you know each other on this call. So it's just about sort of trying to, like, getting to know each other, being curious, and tuning into the present, because you have to come up what that association means for you in that moment, and also think of what association you want to ask about in that moment. So you're tuning into what's alive for you in the moment and trying to find out about each other. So must give you a little bit of a glimpse about the relational meditation piece as well, and about connection, of course. Yeah, Puneet, you were saying.
Thank you for saying that. When you said that, it brought so much of me and what girls would come up. Like I went to an all-girls school. I went to an all-girls college.
Wow.
My daughter goes to an all-girls school. So much will come up. I don't know on Google, but it
Oh
just
my
brings up
God.
so much. And now you know so many things about me which you
Yeah,
didn't before
I
this.
didn't
So
even
it's
know
kind
that
of
about
like
Puneet.
I
Yeah,
shared part of myself which you didn't know. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, and it just came up. So yeah, and I feel presence has this interesting dimension where, like, curious things like this happen. Like, you think you just thought of some word but somehow there'll be some magic awaiting on the other side. Like it just happened. So this is the beauty, I feel, of authentic relating. So great. If that's clear to anybody, if anybody has any questions, I can answer. Is the game itself clear? Okay. So we can do this in groups of 2. I think we have enough people. So I can put you in like breakout rooms, and whoever comes up, hopefully you're all in, you don't have to turn on your video necessarily. If you do, you'll be able to look at each other and see the other person. But if you don't want to, that's fine as well. But as long as you're able to speak, go off mute and speak, that'll be nice.
And you can stop recording now, right?
Yeah, and I'll stop recording now. So for those on recording, thank you for listening. Hopefully this gave a brief introduction about us and what we want to offer, and we hope to see you in future sessions. All right, let me just see where to stop recording. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
we're
I
back.
really want to thank everybody first for coming, and for Smita for this AR game. It was really nice. New concept, but everybody was able to play and enjoy, and we had some surprising facts come up about each other, which was very joyous, just random things. So thank you, Smita, for that. And before we end, I just want to mention once again that you don't need any prior knowledge of art. Just kindly, please, just like you tried AR today, come and try with us what is a mindful line, what is drawing. All you need is a pen and a paper and maybe some crayons, maybe not. And just show up. I would love to see some of you, or all of you, or more of you next Sunday. And we'll tell details about it in the group as well.
We'll put it in the group as well. Yeah. Thank you, Shubhra. And thank
I'd
you.
like to give feedback. I'd
Oh,
like
yes.
to give feedback.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, I have done authenticating with you last week.
Yeah.
And it was really enjoying. It was really like fun and learning, both way combined together. And it's good actually. Everybody should explore this dimension of communication, I think.
That's true.
And today's game was really great, Google and something. And it was not an accident.
Oh, I think the network is patchy.
Oh, she's froze. I
Mm.
hope she'll come back.
Hello?
Yeah, I think we
Yes.
lost you for a bit. Can you repeat
Yeah, yeah.
last couple of lines maybe?
I said this is not an accident that we are combining name of the person and the word. Like
Mhm.
something magical is coming out of it.
Yes. That's
Ah.
good. That's the
So-
magic of presence. Magic of presence, or what Nitya says, the field, right? The field has its magic of who has come into the space, why they're here, why we're all here. I don't,
Yeah,
yeah, like
yeah,
nothing is
yes,
nothing is random. Yeah.
yeah. So something really magic I saw just for a few minutes there.
Yeah.
And Smita, you are part of spontaneous community, na? Metta
Mhm.
spontaneous community. So yesterday I took one session for spontaneous community.
I
Did
know.
you hear it?
Not yet. I missed it was too early in the morning for us, so I missed it, but I'll catch the recording. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wish to post that here in your group so that many people will get benefited. So once you listen to it, and then you can decide whether that's suited for this group or not.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
we can post that here in this group.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so
Hmm.
much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, was someone else speaking?
No.
Okay.
Chetna, I think she unmuted.
Oh yeah, Chetna, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I don't have to say anything. I lost connection while you sent the directives about that game, and I could not be a part of that. However, the earlier part, I was there, and the connection was also there. And even after that, I've been listening to whatever you were saying. I'm from Lucknow,
Hmm.
and I've been following Nitya for quite a long time, and I've been doing a lot of practices that are taught by him. Basically, I'm a certified EFT practitioner also.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, wonderful.
So yeah, and I'm a tarot grandmaster. So though this is I don't I'm not a professional. By profession, I'm an English teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So this is out of my sheer interest and my inclination towards these. But it's great connecting with everyone on this group, and I hope that I'll learn a lot because there are, no matter how much we transform ourselves, but there are always certain issues that are always underlying, which we encounter on day-to-day basis, and that's how we proceed on the journey within. So
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
know there's a lot to be learned every time. So
Yeah.
I'm very thankful to everyone that I'm there. It is surely because I need this.
No, and I think it's mutual, right? Like we are also growing with this. Like Puneet also said, like it's our attempt to grow as part of sharing what has helped us grow so far, right? And we continue to grow with each other. So that's the spirit of it, definitely. Thank you for sharing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, beautifully said, Chetna. Thank you.
All right. I know we are at time, so I wanted to end with the Metta chant. I don't know how many of you are familiar with chants in general or even Buddhist chants, but more than any religion or any religious significance to it, I think chants have a certain frequency that they hold that is encoded within them. And beyond the meaning of the words, and sometimes like today, maybe the chant is in Pali, so you may not even know the language. They hold a certain frequency, and it's about tuning into that frequency, and it brings us, or it dissolves something in us, and it brings us into presence, into love, into all the good things, right? So yeah, I want to end this call today with the Metta chant. You can just tune in, and that's all that is asked for. Be present. So Metta, if you don't know, is loving kindness. Metta is Pali, and it means loving kindness. So the Metta Sutta, this Metta chant, essentially it tells us about the benefits of having loving kindness towards everybody, and and it's just about wishing that wishing well for ourselves, for everyone around us, and all beings in all realms. So wishing well for everybody. So I want to end with that. करणीयमत्थ कुशलेन यन्तन् सन्तन् पदन्नभिसमेच्छ साको उजूच सुहुजूच सुवचोच समुदु अनतिमानी सन्तुस्सकोच सुभरोच अपकिच्चो च सल्लहुकवुट्ठी सन्तीन्द्रियो च निपको च अपगभ्भो कुलेषु अननुगिद्धो न च कुद्धन् समाचरे किञ्चि येन विन्यु परे उपवदेयुम् सुखिनो वा खेमिनो होन्तु सब्बे सत्ता भवन्तु सुखितत्ता ये केचिपाणभूतत्ति तसावा थावरा वा अनवशेषा दीघा वा ये महन्ता वा मध्यमा रसका अनुकतुल्ला दिट्ठा वा ये च अद्दिट्ठा ये च दूरे वसन्ति अविदूरे भूता वा सम्भवेसि वा सब्बे सत्ता भवन्तु सुखितत्ता न परो परन्निकुप्येत्थ नातिमन्येत्थ कथचिन् किञ्चि प्यारोसनापटिगसंज्ञा न अन्यमन्यस्य दुःखमिच्छेय माता यथा नियन् पुत्रन् आयुषा एकपुत्रमनुरक्षे एवंपि सर्वभूतेषु मानसंभावये अपरिमाणन् मत्तं च सर्वलोकस्मिन् मानसंभावये अपरिमाणन् उद्धन्नधोच तिर्यं च असम्बाधन् अवीरन् असपत्थन् तिष्ठन् चरन्निसिन्नो वा शयानो वा यावतस्य विगतमेद्धो एतं सतिन्न दिट्ठेय ब्रह्ममेतं विहारन्निदमाहुः दिट्ठिं च अनुपगम्य शीलवादर्शनेन सम्पन्नो कामेषु विनयगेदन् न हि जातु गप्पसेयन् पुनरेति. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you in the next session, and we'll post more details on the group as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.